Got a suspicion that you guys might not do this without a screencast. So here's your screencast on how to do this. First things first, I've got Premiere open. I go to my sequence settings and I'm going to make it 1080 by 1080. That's a 1:1 aspect ratio, which means it's a square. Okay, so there it is. Next thing, we're going to go down here at the bottom. We're going to select new item, see it right down here. And we're going to select a color matte. Pick your color. I would recommend like a softer color. Okay, so let me see here. I'm going to go kind of in this, maybe this range. I don't know, kind of wintry, minty. If you wanted to go into the greens or blues, you can. A good suggestion, go ahead and head over to Google Chrome. And once that loads, hold on, you can go to a website called coolers.co, and you can explore or generate all kinds of different colors, and you can pick from there. So maybe you want something like this, but if you select this, view shades, you can go a few shades lighter. Let's do that. So okay, cool. I'm going to select this hex code, copy, Control C. I'm going to come right down here to the hex code and paste, and voila, there it is. All right. So I'm going to drag that on. Like I said, you want this to be at about 8 seconds. So there we go. All right, so we're going to send 1 or 2 messages. I'm willing to bet most of you guys are just going to do some kind of generic happy holidays. So we're going to hit T for type, and I'm going to type in happy holidays from I don't know, something like that. Okay. You want this to be as bold as possible. Okay, so let me go head over to editing. You can pick your font right here. If you drop this down, here's all your options for font. So you can do something, like I said, pick something bold. Oh, another hack. Watch this. Head over to Chrome, open up a new tab and go to fonts.adobe.com. And you have a gazillion fonts to choose from. Okay, so let's do something. I'm not going to spend forever looking for the perfect font, but we want something relatively bold. So so let's increase our weight. Sure, let's do this one, view family. Okay, so I'm going to want kind of a bolder, thicker font, right? A heavier font. So activate. Okay, so now what I can do is I can actually take this and highlight it. Let's go find that font. Here it is. Okay, there it is. Okay, can increase the size just like so. You got all your other options. What fill color do you want? All right. If you wanted maybe like a drop shadow, you could even select a drop shadow. And you can keep in mind this is going on the marquee. It's not the most high def of things, so don't get too elaborate here, okay? Wow, look at that. Okay. All right. Obviously, I wouldn't put that on the marquee. I don't think there's enough you know, precision to actually make that happen. But okay, so there we go. We got our text. Now we want to animate this. This is animated up on that marquee. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna put a snowflake on here, and I'm gonna keyframe this. Oh, first thing is I gotta do is make it a little bit smaller. There we are. Okay. You know, I don't know if these colors go well together. Obviously I didn't plan that out well, but whatever. Go with it for screencast purposes. Scale it down a little bit more. You can, you know, play with these and create all kinds of different patterns with it. So let's keyframe this position. Okay, position 1. We're gonna move off this way and up above our screen, and then we're gonna bring our playhead to the end, and we're gonna add another keyframe and drop it down to the bottom, so that way when it plays back, okay, there you go. All right, if you wanted to play with the rotation, you can even do that. So let's select this. Right now it's at a 13. When we get down to the bottom, let's just move it a little bit, okay? 13, let's move it back to like something like that. Let's see how that looks, okay? So now it's even rotating a little bit. Okay, cool. And what I can also do is hit Command, try that again, Option, hold down Option and drag up, and it's gonna duplicate it. So now I've actually got 2 going, but they're going right next to each other, so maybe we don't want that. So let's maybe do this and go back to edit this keyframe right here, and let's move it over on the other side. See where that ends up now. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Okay, fit, let's go to 10%. So we want this to be over this way. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, well, okay, but anyway, you can see how you can play with those. So now we've got falling snowflakes. I showed you another option. You can bring Olaf over here. Drag him up here like so. Let's go back to fit. There we go. There's Olaf. We're scaling the wrong thing. Let's try that again. Scale Olaf down. Obviously, I got to play with the layering and all that stuff. But let's get rid of one arm. So I'm going to go to opacity and select my pen tool. And make sure you size Olaf or whatever you're making first before you change your let's zoom in a little bit here. Your selection. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'll have to fix that later. All right, so at this point I've successfully cut off one of Olaf's arms. Let's add it back in, okay? And by the way, separating Olaf's arm like this I did on Photoshop. All right, so now with this, let's position his arm in the right spot. But his arm's a little too big right now, so let's scale his arm down. Oh, a little too small. Somewhere right about, I don't know, that'll work, at least for this, okay? All right, now Olaf's arm is back. We're gonna change our anchor point. I'm gonna select this. This is our anchor point, so I'm gonna put it right at the base of his arm right there. And now I can keyframe the rotation. Okay, I'm gonna put it up. keyframe it again, put it down. Now the catch with this is making it relatively matching. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. Okay, so right now he is waving. And that's pretty good. You see that second wave was a little bit faster than the first. So way to edit that would be to just kind of move this one out a little bit so the spacing's relatively the same. You see what I'm saying? Between each of them. Okay, and you can just do that back and forth and voila. Okay, make one of these, you know, whether it's candy canes or whole variety of different things. Go ahead and make one. Okay, do that today.